All right, everybody. It looks like we are live. Hi and welcome. My name is Ashley Scola. I'm the area manager for ACL on the West Side. We're going to wait just a few minutes here as we try to see if anyone does hop on. Probably wait just a minute or so, and then we'll get started. Wait exactly. Well, we do have animals, guys. All right. So I know we have 0 viewers right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get it going. Today, we're going to be going over connecting with other sports. And today is March 31st. And to get it started, here's our little quote. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, by Wayne Gretzky. And to me, how this plays out is so many times we think about certain things we want to do, and half the time we end up don't doing them. And sometimes it just takes just getting out there and doing it and seeing how the outcome happens. It could be an absolute failure, but sometimes it takes failure to succeed. So I thought that was a great quote to get us started today. So let's keep it going. On our agenda today, we're going to kind of go over where to start and how to connect with other sports and other leagues. We're going to go over making those connections. I'm going to give you some examples of the events and connecting with your league, taking advantage of social media to advertise, keeping the connection, and just to end it with a nice little gallery and quote. And as you can see over here to the side, this is one of our very first events that we did with another sport. It was with basketball. Going over now to slide 3, where to start when you are connecting with other sports. This is going to be where we kind of started. Was I had somebody from a local, actually minor league team. It was the NBA Hustles. They reached out to us wanting to kind of come together and basically fill their seats, but also combine the sports with cornhole and basketball. And when I tell you, we had such an amazing time. This is something I think that can thrive in every community, bringing people together and on another level. We not only was it cornhole and basketball, but we got to hang out and actually like fellowship together on a whole different, level. Anyway, so minor league programs and local teams is where you can start, whether you have NBA leagues, like for basketball. Our example is Memphis Hustle Grizzlies. MILB, baseball. Our example is going to be the Memphis Redbirds. You can also reach out to your city director or your city park recreation director. And how do you reach out? We're going to start off by sending an email. Follow up with a phone call after you send that email. And, don't hassle them, but send an email, wait a couple days. And I'm sure if they didn't respond, you can reach out again as well. But if they do respond, ask them when you can set up a phone call or a Zoom meeting. And that way you can get to connect better, more personally. Let's go on over to the next one. Right here, I provided an example of making a connection. Example number 1, and also I think Todd and them are going to provide a link of these documents for you guys. So if you want to reference back to them, it's going to be available to you in a Google Doc. Here's our first example of an email. Collaboration opportunity for a joint sports event. Dear League representative name, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ashley, and I represent 662 Cornhole. We're exploring opportunities to connect with other leagues, and we'd love to collaborate with Hustle Basketball on a potential event. We believe that bringing our leagues together could create an exciting and engaging experience for athletes and fans alike. Whether it's a friendly competition, a skills clinic, or even a community outreach initiative, we'd love to discuss ideas and see how we can work together. Please let me know if you'd be open to a conversation to explore this further. We'd love to hear your thoughts and find a way to make this a great experience for everyone involved. Looking forward to your response. Best regards. And you can put all your details right here. Now, this is just an example number 1. Obviously, you can tweak it however you want to fit you more personally. And then we also have an example number 2. I'm not going to fully read this one, but it is available for you guys as well in the Google Doc. Now for our next slide, this is an example of an event I did back in February and actually just did our second one this past Saturday. Is the 662 Cornhole Hustle Basketball Experience. Now, we have completed 2 of these events so far. And when I tell you, again, not to express how much fun and joy this brought to everybody, even though we didn't have, the whole room filled, it was the memories that we made together that made it so worthwhile. And then other people, get to recognize and see cornhole at basketball. They're like, oh, what's this? And you just kind of explain to us cornhole. Do you want to join? Come throw some bags. So it was a great experience and great way to, get the word of cornhole out there. We developed a relationship with the Hustle team now. So we were announced during the games. Plus, they featured our 662 Cornhole League locally on another level. Kept our connection strong. That next season, they want to broadcast our Hernando Sliders minor league team during halftime. To top it off, they have asked us, to top it off, they have asked to have an event where the Memphis Hustle players get to team up with a cornhole player to raise money for a cause. I thought this was something that was huge because not only will our ACL minor league team get recognized on another level, but also other people get to see what opportunities are out there for them in the cornhole world. And to me, that's huge. That's also a huge reason why I'm a part of the ACL and everything that they bring to the table and have coming in the future. Next slide here, connect with your city park recreation director. We have a personal connection with our sports park director who is interested in starting a cornhole recreational league within the city. This is going to help the growth of the sport at another level. If you do not have a connection with yours, no worries at all. All it takes is a little research within your area and reaching out or attending an event they may host. Just to give you an example, this image here on the side is 662 Cornhole and Hernando Sportsplex. It is a cornhole clinic that we did for all ages. It was an opportunity to bring in new people. I did the first event back in December. Granted, it was super last minute, and we only did it for one day, but so many people was able to say, like, hey, what are you doing? What is this? And to me, that opened the door to opportunities to tell them all about cornhole and the ACL and what we have going on in the city. So this is a great way. If you don't know how to reach out to your recreational director, just do a little bit of research online, Facebook. Like, for example, what I did was, City of Hernando Parks Recreational. You can even look that up on Facebook and kind of go from there to see what direction you need to go in and who you need to contact. Here on our next slide, I'm giving you an example of, this is our social media right here for 662 Cornhole. This is some of our stats and history. So I thought it was a great content to give you guys an example how you can use this as a tool. If when you're reaching out to somebody, for example, with Hustle Basketball Experience, let's say you want to use it to, what's the best way? Maybe you're trying to lock in the venue. Here's what you can bring to the table. This is a great tool to use when connecting with another sport to show how much exposure you could bring to the table, how much growth not only could it help you, but also them, whether it's in alcohol sales, food sales, just secured a spot, or maybe even in where you could make a little bit of something back from putting your time into the cornhole. We don't do this. I know a lot of people say they don't do it for the money, but your time is also valuable. So make sure in this cornhole journey, you do not forget how valuable your time is. And also, you don't have to have a huge following on social media. It could just be something extra to help you guys out. Now, as a little finisher, I feel like I did this all pretty quickly. The finisher, sports have the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire, and it has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. Nelson Mandela. I thought this was a beautiful quote here, just to kind of wrap everything up and how sports can bring everyone together in so many different ways. So I don't think we have any questions at the moment, but let's see here. If there's anything else, we'll go kind of back to the front just in case people are coming in a little bit later here. And again, don't forget, you can reach out to me at Ashlea at IPlayCornhole.com if you need to, or any of the national directors if you have any more questions regarding this or want to rewatch the clip. Make sure you watch it and like and subscribe on YouTube. Nicely done. Who is the ACL events? Nicely done. I never took advantage of bringing in local teams. Ah, very cool. We'll wait just a few more minutes in case anyone else does have any questions they might be thinking of or want to ask. Next season, just while we're kind of sitting here waiting, I can kind of tell you about what we do have coming next season for our next hustle event. Not only are they going to represent the Tornado Sliders during halftime, but they are also going to have it where the actual Hustle Grizzlies team gets to pair up with a cornhole player and play in a tournament. And that's what I was talking about for the calls. We stood later on after the basketball games. We got to get autographs and signatures and really connect with their players. And they were up for a challenge. So I think it's going to be really exciting come next season for basketball when we get to actually run these events and host them and just try to bring more people into this amazing world we call cornhole. And thank goodness for American Cornhole League for giving us and everyone else these opportunities. I don't think I have any more questions here, but let me just make sure. And actually, let me go ahead and add in a link for you guys. I'm going to provide this link here. There we go. In the comments, you will see where the Google Doc is provided that have the examples of the emails that you can use as shown on slides 1 and 2. Again, if you need the Google Doc to use these as an example and make your own tweaks to them, it is provided within the comments link. All right, guys. Well, that is all for tonight. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about connecting with other sports, and hopefully this will help you guys out in the future. Have a good one. Bye.